Alright, so I wanted to show you all during the install how we ran the cables. So for this vehicle, it's a little bit more difficult. A lot of other vehicles we can typically just run through behind the dash here and go straight to the glove box. This one they have a shell that's around the actual glove box, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to get to. We just took some wire here. I believe it's a 14 gauge wire. It's a little bit kind of stiff, so you can kind of push it back behind somewhere. We shined our flashlight through the hole here, and then we look through right here to see the light. From there you can tell where you need to run the wire to, and then we got it like this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to attach our wires for the V-line to the actual 14 gauge that just ran through here, and then we'll pull them through from this side once we have them attached over here, and that'll be how we route them over there. So we'll cut to that. Alright, so we've got everything taped up here. We have the blue wire that's ran through. We also have a green wire here. We're going to run everything through one at a time. These plugs can be a little big, so if you try to run multiple plugs through at the same time, they can get caught behind the dash and it's really hard to get them back out. So instead we're going to run the blue wire through. We're going to disconnect it once it's all the way through, and then we'll have the green wire that's halfway ran, and we can keep doing that. This is the 20-pin connector here. As you can see, we've taped it up with electrical tape, and we've kind of put it sideways so that way it won't get caught on anything. So from here, we're just going to pull it through. And you want to try to pull from right here. If you pull from the very end, it's going to give it a weird kind of angle as you're pulling on it. So you want to pull as close to the tip as you can. And it's best to kind of fish it back and forth until you can really find a spot that it goes through, because it will be tight at certain spots. As you can see, we've got the other side here, so that means we're getting close. And there we go. So we've got that through. We can go ahead and undo all of our tape here, and then we'll continue to do that. And then we'll come back once we've got all of our wires ran. Alright, so we've got everything ran in here. We're just doing a test fit right now. This is the cover, not the actual air filter, lid itself, but this is just the cover to access it. We've notched a little hole in here, and so that way all of our wires will be able to stay exactly where they're at. So as you can see, we pop it in there, make sure all of our wires are in that slot, and it locks in place. And then from there we're going to use some adhesive, some double-sided Velcro, and put it right up here. And then we'll come back once we're done with that. Alright, so now we're going to be mounting the V-line. We've closed this here, we've got our wires through here, and we're actually going to pull it down just a little bit to mount it. So we're going to put it right here, because there's actually a shelf that goes in this glove box, so we want to make sure we avoid it. And then from here, I'm going to push these wires back up in here. Push a little bit of that in just to give it a cleaner look. And that should be good. We're going to go ahead and get our shelf in there just to do a quick test fit. And that's how I mounted the V-line.